do is to add comments around it so you know it's the background. Maybe backgrounds. Because the way it reads it reads from sprite.batch.begin, and then draws each line. If it's got sprite.batch.draw, draws it from the back to forward. So if you want a player to be on top, you draw it last. So let's do sprite.batch.draw. Go ahead and do enemy, so it's on behind it. We use method number 6, helper. Number 6, position. Null. You don't want to draw the rectangle, we just want to check it. Color, dot white. 0f. Enemy org. 1. We don't want to multiply by anything but itself. None. And then 0. A bit of code, but that's about usually the most common way of drawing sprites effectively. Don't worry, and once you get comfortable with this, it becomes a second nature, so don't worry about what all that means. I'll explain it in a little bit. Color, dot white, 0f, player, origin, 1, sprite effects, dot none, and 0. Basically, what it does, it starts off by drawing the image at whatever you positioned it. Does it have a rectangle? Does it draw a rectangle? We use null because we do not want to draw the rectangle. We just want to make sure it's there. No color modifications. No rotation. The origin will be our enemy origin. And the float scale, which basically how many times it's multiplied in size. We don't want to do any, so we do 1, so it's multiplied by 1. Sprite effects, which is basically flipping it or rotating it anyway, which is none, we put. And the last one is its layer depth, which we will put 0, so it's in front. Now, let's run these and see if it works. As you can see, we have our sprites drawn and our background displayed in the back. Very good. Let's go ahead and close this. Okay, now what we want to do is add some movement, which is very easy. There's an easier way to do keyboard checking, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it the old-fashioned way, long way. Now this checks if the keyboard key, if it's down, key dot left. Basically checking if you are pressing the left key. Go ahead and copy paste those. Right, down, up, close parenthesis, close parenthesis, close, 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 curly bracket, copy those. Now, if we're holding left, we want it to go left, so do player position dot x minus equals, for a good number is usually 4. We want to go right, we do player position dot x plus equals 4. Down a little trickier because it's not minus equals, actually y plus equal 4, and then player position dot y minus equal 4. The Y scale in XNA is inverted, so keep that in mind when you are using it for movement or adding to it or so. Now we'll check for collision. Very easy. For basic rectangular collision, I would not recommend this for more higher quality games, as it's not very precise. But here we go. If player rect intersects enemy rect. See, that easy. Basically all we want to do is have it reset to this position. So player position dot x equals 0. Player position dot y equals 0. Let's save and run. Let's press down, it goes down, right, it goes right, up, and left. And even angles if you wanted to. It's very simple. Now we'll try touching the enemy. As you can see, I died. And there you have it. Basic way to draw sprites, move them, check for collision, and draw a background. In the next tutorial, we'll probably look at a more advanced way of collision. Maybe sound or anything else you might suggest, so feel free to suggest any more. Thank you and hope you enjoyed this tutorial.